Well, Jenny and I are in Quebec City right now, and we are in what they call Sioux Fort, under the fort. And this is the oldest part of Quebec City. It's down by the water, and it is just beautiful. We're just both amazed at how beautiful it is here. And then we're standing right now, this is apparently maybe the oldest church, or at least one of the oldest churches ever. One of the first that was people would have actually built the church, amazing, in 1660 to 1680. So it's a beautiful old building. So I wanted to use this backdrop as just an opportunity to talk about language. And you know, this idea of language is really important, isn't it? So as we're thinking in these last months and years, we've been thinking hard around, you know, the cause of all performance is thinking. So Aristotle said that thoughts are causes. So that idea is really important. We've been focused on it. So, you know, the big elements: energy, thinking, mindset, belief system. You know, those types of things is what we've been focused on. So I was thinking about language because remember this statement we've been using: culture turns on language, right? Culture turns on language. That is such an important piece. When you start to think about how important language is, you have to look at Quebec. I mean, you know, think about just their language, how important the French language is to our friends in Quebec. When I got into Montreal and I was playing for the Montreal Canadiens, I ended up learning French. Now, I spent a lot of money. Jenny listened at school, and I had to spend a lot of money to figure it out. So I learned conversational French, and I could actually do an interview on television. I could talk to people in La Malbaie, way up north. And anytime you can learn somebody else's language, they're in, right? Like, they embrace you, and the Quebecois did. So I want to talk about language and our mindset. So let's just spend just a little bit of time thinking about that. So when we can name things, for example, in our model, we talk about future negative thinking. When we can name something, we can actually have some power over it, and we can then use that language to shift to somewhere else. So the language of the model: past negative, future negative, past positive, future positive, flow zone, gives us 5 new pieces of language that we can actually utilize to have deeper performance conversations on our team and in our culture. We're going to go deeper on this over the next little bit, and we're writing about it with our book right now. So just you be thinking about language, and send us some emails. Send us some ideas that are your ideas, or questions that you might have from us. Ryan at ryanwalter.com. We'll see you soon, but we're sure enjoying Quebec.